Welcome to Dunndark. And welcome back to Trick and Treat. Last time we found this cat here, and we had to decide what to do with it. This cat was the one who spooked us earlier, caused us all to faint, and then I lost my friends, so that's not that great, but, you know, it's a little kitty, we can't ignore it, so let's pick up the cat. Let's pick up the cat for now. We'll see, if this gives me the bad ending, we can go back, and, you know, it's all good. It is best to continue without waking her. The cat is dangerous. It's her fault that I ended up in this place and my friends are missing. But, even knowing that, for some strange reason I can't help but feel sorry for her. Even if it is unnatural, it is still an animal. I then bent down to see her closer. She is unconscious and there is a thin line of blood coming from her mouth. I'm a real idiot, I said to myself, and at the same time I cleaned the blood from her mouth with a handkerchief I had with me. Fortunately, she doesn't wake up. I then close her mouth, making her appearance a little better. Now, she seemed to be perfectly sleeping. Yeah, I had to take a break after last episode because it's hard to talk straight for 30 minutes. Like, in the visual novels where they have, like, voice acting, I don't have to constantly be talking in the video. But, like, if it's just constant text, I have to be reading it. I mean, I could, like, pause for, like, 10 seconds or something, but that'd be kind of weird. Anyways, 8 dots. After a long sigh, I decide to pick her up carefully. I don't know what the powers of this cat are, but if she brought me here, then maybe she can return me to my world. Oh, he thinks he's in another world. It's like some kind of weird isekai thing here. With her in my arms, I decide that the best thing I can do is continue walking. 2:31 a.m. I forget, what time was it earlier? 2:17 or something? 2:13? Okay. Okay, so we have a cat in our arms now. Again, I found myself in the dark forest, wandering aimlessly. Only moving forward, but it didn't seem like I was getting anywhere. In my arms, I carry the cat, which sleeps soundly. Come here, you'll be safe. I suddenly stop. It was probably easy to see the disbelief on my face at the moment. It's that voice again. I whispered to myself, with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I found the cat, my mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, like as if it belonged to a princess in a fairy tale, but I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy? Or is it this forest that doesn't make any sense? I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. I then feel the cat move in my arms. I look down at her confused, just to see how she opens her red eyes suddenly. Lots of dots. I become quiet at that instant. For a moment, the two of us stayed motionless. The cat and me, or the cat and the person you're staring at? Staring to the eyes of the other. Or it's staring to the cat. Okay, you and the cat stayed motionless. That makes sense, not the weird voice. The red eyes of the cat are disturbing to me, but there's something fascinating about them. Something that attracts me. I lose myself in her eyes as if hypnotized. Until suddenly, she jumps with the intention of scratching my face. Ow. My reflex is pushing her. At the same time, I jump back, turning my head to dodge her claws. Managed to dodge her attack, but in the process, I dropped my flashlight. I panicked and acted clumsily. The flashlight falls near me, lighting up a tree in the vicinity. As soon as it left my hand, I remember how dense this abnormal darkness is. I quickly pick it up, not even thinking, before taking action. I then light up the place where the cat was, only to discover that she had arched her body angrily, as if she feared an attack from me. But you took care of the cat. Those red eyes stare at me, shining with the light of the flashlight, as if they were jewels, reflecting a fearsome hatred and rejection towards me. My body freezes, as if after seeing them, I can't even think. The cat then lets out a thunderous meow, similar to the one from before but weaker. although not any less frightening. There's no doubt there is something wrong with that animal. There's something wrong with that animal. It must be cursed. Sorry, I'll lay off the accent. Everything is her fault. She must be some kind of evil spirit, a pet of the witches. I feel how the panic seizes me. I know my heart beats quickly, begging me to do something. My mouth is dry and my forehead covered with a cold sweat. What should I do? Should we escape from the cat or confront the cat? I don't know. This cat has caused us nothing but trouble even after we took care of it. I think we should get out of here. It is best for me to escape from this cursed cat. Maybe I should have made a save there. I made a mistake by bringing her with me. That cat only brings problems. I don't feel very secure about that voice. I gotta lay off the accent. but perhaps it can guide me to the exit. It sounds kind, and I certainly don't want to stay with this animal. With that in mind, I try to move forward, but the cat blocks my path. No matter how hard I try, she moves faster than me, showing me her claws and fangs furiously as if preparing to attack me. I am talking in a neutral tone of voice now. My instinct tells me that it would be better to not let me not go one step further. Okay. I don't know what she can do, but that cat is dangerous. There we go. I got this. Suddenly, the cat begins to meow thunderously, as if trying to make me deaf. My heart skips a beat with each of them, as if I were hearing a wild beast roar furiously. Almost said soar. That doesn't make any sense. My breathing becomes agitated. These meows are wrecking my nerves. It's a very scary cat. Am I just talking for like 7 minutes so far about a creepy cat? Okay. I have no other way out. I don't care about that voice anymore. All I want to do is lose that cat from sight. So, not wasting a second more, I start to run in the opposite direction, begging. She was not following me. I run through the forest, not looking back, forgetting about everything except my desire to get away from her. I have no idea where I'm going, or how long it's been since I started to run, but I don't care. My lungs burn, my heart beats anxiously, begging me for a rest, but I cannot give myself that luxury. Stronger than the pleas from my body are the pleas from my soul. Okay, it's a little melodramatic, okay. I'm just gonna say that. Stronger than the pleas from my body or the pleas from my soul. What does that mean? Okay, crying, terrified, asking me to continue running until I can't anymore. Sounds like something some edgy, middle schooler would write in their textbook. You know, in the margins. Like a math textbook or something. Sometimes I hear the strange voice again, sounding in my head. But whenever it happens, the echo of the cat's meows are heard throughout the forest, freezing my blood again and reminding me that I cannot stop. I feel sorry for that voice, but I can't answer your call. What is this? Is this voicemail now? I'm sorry for your voice, but I cannot answer your call. That's my voicemail voice. I'm so desperate that more than 3 times I've fallen flat to the ground. And many more times I hurt with the branches of trees. But the pain doesn't stop me. I'll keep running until my legs can't go one single step further. Okay. 2:57 a.m. Okay. I don't know for how long I've been running, but for some minutes I haven't heard any of them. Neither the voice, nor the meows, or your friends. Much to my relief. Finally, I stop, resting my hands on my knees and feel on the verge of fainting. I breathe using my mouth, trying to fill my lungs with as much air as I can. While my legs hurt, as if they'd been hammered mercilessly. But the pain doesn't bother me, because I finally feel safe. Suddenly, I look up to find something that fills me with joy. I see the exit of the forest. I did it. I escaped this demonic forest. I didn't become another victim of the disappearances. Just thinking about it almost brings tears to my eyes. Axel! Axel! Oh, with the upside down exclamation marks. Suddenly, I hear someone calling my name, but it isn't any strange voice. It's the voice of my friends who are looking for me. Hey, over here! I shout without hesitation, with a bit of difficulty because of my shortness of breath. Soon they found me and impatiently run towards me. Where were you? The worry was killing us, Steven said with a face that I don't remember having ever seen before. Before answering, I breathed deep. Inside the forest, I couldn't find the exit. Strange. Oh, sorry, Alfred. That's strange. After they hit us, we both woke up out of the woods. We thought you'd be close, but we couldn't find you anywhere. Explained Alfred, who also looks at me with great relief on his face. And you didn't try to find me in the forest? I said, feeling a little annoyed because they didn't go to save me. My great friends. Instantly, both Steven and Alfred shake their heads in denial. I didn't want to go back in, Alfred said, almost eating snails. If I imagine it, I almost said almost eating snails. No one eats snails except, I don't know, French people, I guess? Me neither. Me neither. After seeing that demonic cat, no. He's the whiny one, right? Also, we had hopes that you'd be outside just as we were. I sigh after hearing them, but soon forget my annoyance. Well, I can't really blame you. The most important thing is that we're all safe. Yes, but that was somewhat terrifying, confessed Steven with a pale face. After the roar, I didn't know what was going to become of us. I was about to tell them that about all I had to go through, but just before saying a word, I changed my mind. They didn't need to know. The most important thing is that we escaped and no one got hurt. Well, I think we've had enough of this test of courage. We should go back home, I said, looking horribly tired. Without hesitation, both of them responded with a nod. After that, everyone started to walk back home, without looking back. Despite everything, I have to say that our main goal was fulfilled. We had a memorable night. Legend is true now, I know it. Finn. So that's the end of that. Oh, well, that's the end of the game. I got Finn. Does it tell me, like, which endings I get? Like, I've heard this game has multiple endings. Oh, endings. There we go. I get surviving the cat's attack. Oh, does that... Oh, that brings me back to where the ending was. Okay, I get it. I see. Well, we could, load a different ending. Yeah, okay. Sure. Why don't we do another ending, too? Okay, so let's go back to here. I guess, so, let's do pick her up again, but then go back to the choice. Let me just skip over to there. There we go, yeah. So, last time we escaped from the cat, and that gave us some kind of a good ending. I think that was a good ending. I mean, we escaped from the cat. So, what do we know so far? We were trapped in a dark forest, in some mysterious... Is it a mythical, weird world forest? Because he was saying something to that effect, the MC. But... Or is it just, like, literally just a normal forest? Because he found the exit. He just, you know, kept running for a while, and he found it eventually, after a lot of narration. Yeah, I wonder what the deal is there. Well, anyways, let's try to... This cat seems kind of freaky, too. It seems to be able to knock us out and stuff, and transported us, or away from our friends. So our friends, like, woke up outside the forest or something. That was kind of weird, too. So we were separated from our friend, rather than... the cat drag us out of the forest? The friends out of the forest and leave us in here? Like, us as in the MC. Does that make any sense? It's kind of weird. Okay, so, yeah, we gotta try to confront the cat this time. It's probably gives me a bad ending, since the first choice gave me a good ending. If that's how this game works. No, I should not despair. I have to calm down and think carefully about what I should do. With that in mind, I should take a deep breath and look. I took a deep breath and looked again at her. Soon the expression of my eyes changes from fear to courage. I realize that it's only a cat. Without a doubt a strange one, but my life is not actually in danger. This isn't a tiger that's staring at me, but a simple cat. Apparently, her only power were those weird meows. If she could kill me, then she would have already done it. So I roll with that possibility. Her work must be transporting the next victim to this area of the forest. So, unnatural and shady. But yeah, there's also the weird spooky voice. That's another thing that's been happening here. After filling my lungs with air, I slowly walk to the cat. Her meows grow louder with every step, but I don't let them scare me. Seeing that I don't turn my back, she shyly takes a step back. In my mind, I smiled at that image. The prey is now the hunter. I look at her directly while advancing. Little by little, her meows become weaker, as if she was losing strength. Then I suddenly jump and take her in my hands. She hardly resists at all. Not so tough now, right? You look better though. You look better like this. That face. She is trembling in my hands. She looks so helpless that I almost feel like a villain. I must not forget that what she has done so far. It's semicolon her fault that I'm in this place. She brought me here, semicolon. Then, if I kill her, would it be possible to go back? For a moment, that grim idea crossed my mind. I've never killed an animal. Truth, like not even like a fly. Truth is, I can't even be proud of myself in doing such a thing. But if I do, maybe the legend could end here and now. Then, what do? Oh, we can kill the cat. That seems a little rude though. We can't just kill the cat. That doesn't seem very nice. Let's just keep her captured for now. It's only logical that the magic should die along with the cat. That should be my pick back. If I kill her, everything would be over tonight, and the legend would come to an end. Confident for the best, I try to view it in my mind, but no matter how hard I force myself to see it, in the end, I'm unable to take the life of another living being. Even if it is a cursed cat serving a witch, I don't feel good about killing her. I think I'm too nice for my own good, so the only thing that remains is to keep her with me, hoping that sooner or later she allows me to escape. With nothing more to think about, I decide the best thing to do is to continue my path. There we go. Okay. 2:41 a.m. It's been a few minutes since I captured that cat. Again, I found myself walking with her in my tiny arms, led by that strange voice. How long I've been walking in this forest? Apparently, not long enough to make me go mad, but should be close. Don't be afraid, come with me. I will help you. That's my witch voice. The voice sounds closer this time. It seems that I'm going in the right direction. I don't fully trust in it, but it's the best I have. At least at first glance, it seems like a friendly voice. I'm clearly focused on my way when I suddenly feel something bite me. Ah! What the heck? I shout in pain, realizing the cat bit my arm. Fortunately, it wasn't a dangerous bite, but it sure was painful. Why is the cat so mean? Gee. With my distraction, she takes the chance to jump away from my arms, falling a few steps away from me. Quickly, I set my gaze upon her, furious, but something happens that makes me forget about my anger. What? Suddenly, the cat is covered with a bright light. Okay. So much that it repels the unnatural darkness surrounding the forest, stealing my breath. Under the light, the figure gradually changes until it ceases to be a cat. It becomes a human figure. Okay, so, I mean, I kind of assumed the cat was the witch, but... Aww, that's a really cute witch. Why do you gotta be so mean, though? You don't have to bite me, I didn't do anything. No longer is there a cat in front of me, but a girl with incredible beauty. I must really be going crazy. She has white hair and red eyes. She seems about my age. In other circumstances, I would have asked her out without would have asked her out without hesitation. Just thinking about it makes me laugh to myself in my mind. Even at the edge of the madness, it seems some things about me will never change. She approaches slowly towards me, one step at a time. One step at a time. There's no need to rush. It's like learning to fly by falling in love. Okay, with no fear. Dated pop references right here. The girl then stares into my eyes with a slightly irritated face. Her lips are moving. She seems to be saying something, but I'm unable to hear a sound. Are you trying to tell me something? Babbled, still confused, with a face of disbelief, which surely made me look stupid. Girl. 7 dots? Wait, so we get 8 dots and she gets 7 dots? That's very strange. Said the girl. Well, how do you say 7 dots? I'm still confused about that. Said the girl, with a low voice. I do not understand what she's saying. What? I can't hear you well. I ask, still confused. Suddenly the girl pouts in a bad mood. What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? Finally, I could hear her clearly. And just in time, because it seems her patience was about to end. Okay, now I heard you. We hear you, I said, annoyed. All of my astonishment from just a few seconds ago disappears when I see the arrogant attitude of the girl. At least now I didn't think she'll bite me, I hope. The girl then snorts with irritation. What an annoying guy I had to find, she said. At the time, he places a hand on her lips, making a pensive face. Wait, you shouldn't speak ill of someone you just have right before you. You have just right before you. I was quick to respond. For a moment I felt annoyed at the thought that I have to teach manners in the spirit, or whatever she is. A pity. So much beauty wasted on someone so arrogant. The girl let out a snort of annoyance after hearing me. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit I can't quit. She answered without sounding very repentant. No one said repentant. No one says that. Okay. Without sounding very repentant. Clearly a false apology. After talking, she diverts her gaze towards the surroundings as if she was bored. I see. I reply annoyed. I just met her, and I already feel that I don't like her. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I mustn't forget who that girl is. She was a cat. It started it all. Anyways, at least you could tell me why you attacked me and my friends? I asked shortly after, acting more seriously. The greetings were over. It's time to get to the important stuff. And why'd you bite me if I wasn't doing anything? Before I knew it, my lips were asking another question. I cannot lie. I was angry. The girl then stares at my face. She blinks with curiosity before speaking. Does it hurt? The wound. Oh no. Is she a werecat? And because we got bitten by the werecat, we're gonna become a werecat? And that's how it's passed on? That's once a generation someone disappears because they have to pass on the werecat curse? I thought they were all guys that disappeared. So I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the plot. She asked innocently. Yeah, it hurts. I was quick to respond with annoyance. I didn't need to say anymore. Of course it hurts me, silly cat. Silly cat. You silly cat. That's not even that funny. She looks at me in silence for a few seconds until, suddenly, she approaches me without any shyness or fear. On second thought, how could a simple human such as me scare a cat that can turn into a person? Show me your wound. Show me your wound. It's not the girl. Is she so annoying? I mean, do I still have to do the annoying voice? Or should I be like the nice voice now? Whatever the nice voice is. Said the girl who, once she stood right next to me. Her presence made me nervous. This girl seemed not to know what personal space is. As embarrassing as it sounds, I had never held a girl this close, even if it wasn't in the forest. I don't know why. I shouldn't trust her, but strangely, something tells me that she has no bad intentions. The girl is surrounded by a calm aura, something pure, unlike anything else in the forest. In the end, resigning myself with a sigh, I show her my arm with the bite. Immediately, the girl sets her sight on my wound. "It'll only take a moment," she said with complete confidence. Then she looks into my eyes up. That sentence doesn't make sense. "Could you close your eyes?" Blushing. "It's not like I wanted to bite you, Babaka," she asked as she blushed slightly. I am surprised to see that embarrassed face she has, even if just a little. Just a little. Then I sigh, feeling something wasn't right, but there's nothing else I can do. "Okay," I said, doing as she asked. I didn't know what to expect. For a moment, I thought she would get naked or something like that. You know, those girls in the forest. You know, when you meet a cat in the forest and it turns into a girl. Well, I mean, the cat wasn't wearing clothing, so, yeah, I don't know. You know, relatable. But what kind of magic cat can work out what kind of magic can work when you only have no clothes? I guess being a cat magic? I don't know, but my mind sure wanted to imagine that. This guy, oh my god, this MC. You need to calm down a little, bro. You're coming on a little strong there. Come on, Axel. Keep your composure. Suddenly, I feel something warm and wet touch my wound. Immediately, I shudder. "Wait, what are you doing?" Wait, what are you doing? It's a stupid question because I knew very well what she was doing. She's licking your wound, isn't she? She was licking my wound. "You idiot! Who said you could watch?" Was quick to respond the cat. With her cheeks red in embarrassment and her lips still close to my wound, she looked adorably troubled. "Don't you see that I'm trying to heal you?" Why you... I know you have to heal us now, but you wouldn't have had to heal us if you hadn't bit us. I mean, gee. She then added in a bad mood. I sorry. I sorry, I said, blushing. I thought you would do something more extraordinary. Is a cat girl not licking your wounds not is that not extraordinary? I mean, I don't know if she's a cat girl, but she was a girl that was a cat. Does that count? No, I'm not sure. Is a girl who can transform into a cat girl? Or a cat that can become a girl? Is she a girl that can Okay. Oh, I see. So they're wondering if she's a cat girl or a girl cat. I see. Sorry to disappoint you with... Oh, sorry. Girl voice. Sorry to disappoint you with not being extraordinary enough, murmured the girl. At the same time, she gives me an annoyed look, red eyes shining with disgust. It's then that I realize the pain has disappeared. With curiosity, I look where the wound was, only to discover that there's no trace of it. For a couple of seconds, I stay silent, incredulous. Seems that your treatment worked. It seems that your treatment worked. It seems that your treatment worked. Voice. I finally sound grateful, still looking at the spot. After my voice got really hoarse, I became really conscious about voice. And then I wanted to get I needed a new voice, right? So I had to look up some good accents, right? So I think when I played that music at the ending there, I felt like the accent fit it perfectly. I may be wrong, and it might sound terrible in editing, but you never know. You never know. But of course, I experience healing myself. All I know is that voice will sound bad in editing. Answered the girl, closing her eyes, and inflating her chest to show her pride. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. I understand, but who are you? The girl makes a small snort of curiosity after hearing my question. She tilts her head and closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. I think this accent's actually easier on my voice, somehow. Seems I have not presented myself. She opens her eyes and gazes into mine. My name is Ashley. So, that's her name. Expected something more extravagant. My name is Axel. My name's Axel. Nice to meet you. By the way, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Hello, my name is Axel. Have you ever been accused of witchcraft? I should just start my videos like that. Welcome to Dunndark. Have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Before I knew it, asked that question. Guess it was rather rude of me, completely lacking it in manners. But I must not forget, even for a second, that I am in this cursed forest. Ashley suddenly becomes silent. At plain sight, it was obvious she didn't take it well. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was a long time ago. Then she closes her eyes and exhales, emptying her lungs. She seems to be recalling something painful. Just seeing her made me feel guilty. I'm sorry, it was not my intention to make you remember it. I said, slightly remorseful. No doubt to be accused of witchcraft. No, I read that right. No doubt to be accused of witchcraft must have been a horrible experience. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay. It's not like I can blame your curiosity, seeing where we are. Oh, curiosity, says the cat person. Then she looks close with her curious eyes. By the way, do you know about me? Perhaps you're a sorcerer. Perhaps you are a sorcerer who has lived through these past centuries? She asks, as if narrowing her eyes, as if she was trying to see inside my mind. What kind of question is that? No, nothing like that. I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person. I admitted boring, but she didn't need to know that. It's just that there are stories about witches in the forest. But as you can see, the stories are not very convincing, or else I wouldn't be here. I explained, trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closes her eyes and nods. I understand. She pauses her and looks at me in the eyes. It's because of those stupid myths that the stupid humans come to this forest. Just like you, because of the myths, the stupid humans come to the forest. Right. I see. So she's saying there's these annoying myths, and that causes humans to come to the forest. And then bad things happen to them, and then cats bite us? I don't really get it. She then said, looking at me with rejection. Wait, what are you trying to say? We're to blame? I reply, feeling offended. Ashley suddenly looks at me disgusted. Are you an idiot? Yes, if you hadn't come, my existence would have been nice and peaceful, instead of this chaos that it is every year. She said, ending with a sigh of frustration. But aren't you the one who caused all this? I was quick to respond. I don't even have to bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she says. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opens her eyes wide, surprised. Then she looks at me with annoyance in her red eyes. Do you not understand? Stupid human. Definitely. I don't like this girl. I'm only trying to protect you. Her words take me by surprise. Huh? I exclaim incredulously. You attack me and attack my friends, only to protect us? Yes. Oh, I thought she was gonna say, no, I didn't mean, there was some other extenuating circumstances. But then, no, she just does. That's what she does. She attacks people. She simply replied. At the same time, she nods, filled with pride and confidence. Okay, that's it. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. Just let me go. Can I go now? I cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I just can't stay any longer. Wait! I'd only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. She sounds really worried. You don't understand the real danger you're in here. I stop in my tracks as soon as I hear her. A real danger? I whispered, feeling some doubts. Suddenly I shiver. It doesn't look like she's lying. Yes, I try to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my powers. And as a last resort, I scare them directly, as it was in your case. Ashley confessed, blushing a little, as if she felt a little embarrassed remembering. And why do you do that? I asked confused. Slang ain't right here. Ashley stares at me with her red eyes. If they continue with the curiosity, they'll meet an evil entity that'll take their lives. So you're not the evil entity. I see. Okay, so I see. So maybe the gist of it is that the cat witch lady Ashley here tries to scare off people from the forest, so that the actual super ultra mega evil entity won't hurt them because they won't be in the forest where the entity is. I think I get it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because last ending we didn't learn anything, really. What you're saying doesn't sound very convincing. I immediately interrupted. The only evil entity here is you, right? Ashley shakes her head in denial. You're wrong, I'm the good one. She's Glenda the Good Witch. Then she said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in hers. Ha! Ha ha ha! I could only laugh at that comment. It had to be a joke. After doing all that, you say you're good? Don't laugh, I'm trying to protect you! I feel like the MC's, like, stupid or something. I don't know. Yeah, you know, MCs being MCs. Replied Ashley, furious, while waving her arms. She then crosses her arms and gives me an unpleasant look. Do you expect me to believe that? I replied, do you expect me to believe that? That's a sarcastic voice. I replied sarcastically. What she said made no sense, but somehow she seemed oddly convinced that it was the truth. She surely was a bit wrong in the head. She's a witch. She could be centuries old, who knows? But it's true, you have to believe me! This time she sounds really worried about me. I actually feel a little sorry for her. Ashley then stays silent, looking at me with puppy dog eyes. However, she soon recovers her proud attitude. If you want, you can hold my hand. I won't harm you. She suddenly says. Aw, she wants to hold hands. Oh, it's a little too lewd for YouTube. I look carefully at her. She has a very arrogant face, as if it was a great honor to be able to touch her. You won't do anything strange? I thought she's supposed to be asking that. Like, this is such a role reversal, right? I thought the guy would be like, we can hold hands, and then the girl's supposed to be like, you won't do anything strange, right? And then you won't make it, and then she'll like, the guy will inevitably do something strange, and then, the girl slap him and be all like Babaka, and you know how it is. I asked, distrustful, but after seeing her, I do not think she was lying. Ashley nods, full of confidence. I promise you. I stare at her for a few seconds, making sure this isn't a trap. Oh yeah, you wouldn't want it to be a trap. That's important. Okay, but why do you want me to hold your hand? I ask at the same time as I extend my hand. Ashley opens her eyes, surprised after hearing my question, then stares at me with annoyance. Are you stupid? Obviously to guide you out of the forest, she says just as she takes my hand in one quick move. I then find myself being dragged by this strange girl. But this is the opposite way from where the melodious voice comes, I said, looking back for a second. I was really curious about who she was. You ignore that voice. It charms men to make them her victims. Okay, so the voice we've been hearing in the cat. Okay, I thought they would be the same person, but they're actually not the same person. The voice we're hearing in the woods is not Ashley's voice, but it's instead someone who Ashley says charms men to make them her victims. Think of it as a siren, Ashley explained in a bad mood, with her eyes always looking toward the front. Seems she didn't get along with whoever that person or entity was. Wouldn't you be the one who collects the souls of fools? I asked without thinking. I seriously need more experience when dealing with a girl. Yeah, you know, when you go to a girl, you're chatting her up, you're all like, wait a minute, aren't you the one who collects the souls of fools? And then the girl will be like, what are you talking about? If only I were more popular. Ashley stops suddenly. She then turns at me, showing me a furious face. You idiot! I already said that I'm the good one! For a moment, I thought she was going to hit me on the head. But fortunately, she stopped before doing so, or biting me again. Okay. I meekly responded as if I were a scolded child. So, the cat seemed kind of wounded earlier, and then we picked the cat up or something, right? Did the cat get hurt? Did the mysterious entity hurt the cat? Who's Ashley? But if you eat me, I will make sure to give you the worst indigestion of your life. Oh no, that's Axel's voice. You idiot! I don't eat humans! Well, you're a cat. What else do you eat? All cats eat humans, duh. Replied Ashley with a arrogant snort. 3:11 a.m. It's getting late. Oh yeah, here we go. Several minutes had passed since I started to walk hand in hand with Ashley. At the beginning, I didn't trust her at all, but as more time passed, the easier it was to believe her. I hadn't noticed before how comfortable her hand is, how soft and pleasant to the touch. I just blush thinking about it. Even if she is a witch, she's a girl too, right? Then I sigh. Come on, Axel. Composure. With every step, the curse of the forest seemed to weaken. This guy. The atmosphere was less oppressive every minute until, finally, I started to forget about that unpleasant feeling. Before I noticed, the darkness had returned to normal, feeling only empty. The rotten smell had disappeared without a trace. Now I could finally say I was in a common and ordinary forest, even boring. But I could not be more grateful of that. Just a little more to get out, so let's keep moving. And I set my sight on the back of Ashley, watching her walk in silence. She was completely focused on that simple thing. If you're the witch from the legend, why are you helping me? I suddenly asked, not thinking twice about it. I was really intrigued by that. Yeah. I mean, is she gonna tell you, how many times do I have to tell you I'm the good witch? Ashley stops and turns looking at me with an angry face. Idiot! Do you really think that all the witches are evil? She was right. The general image of witches isn't very good, but it's not as if stereotypes were truthful. Then she closes her eyes, making an annoyed face. It's true that I had supernatural powers, but I never used them to do harm, except that you bit us as a cat. I mean, fair. Ashley lowers her sight and pauses. Suddenly, she looks sad. My only sin was to be born in the time of the witch hunts. That's why I was condemned. That explains it well. I feel I can trust she is good. but there is still one more question. And how did you end up becoming a cat? Ashley immediately blushes. She's so embarrassed that it was adorable. Almost. Well, before my execution, there was a cat walking in the distance, so I decided to transfer my soul into it. She explained, avoiding looking into my eyes. You know, just as you do. You know, when you're being executed, and you see a little cat walking by, you're like, you know, I'll put my soul in there. There you go, right? Of course, now we share the body, we have like a deal. The cat will be happy as long as it has something to eat and a place to sleep. I try to provide her with all those needs, and in turn she lets me stay in her body. As she talks, she is blushing slightly. I see it. I think it's a fair deal. I reply with a sincere smile. Truth is, I found it a little funny. Turns out she's both a girl and a cat. I'd answer some questions. It does. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. When she wants to be, she can be very cute. Too bad that happens so rarely. Not saying more, Ashley continues walking to the exit. This time I stay in silence. All that remains for me is to escape from this place. 3:15 a.m. Taking a long time to get out of this forest. Well, here we are, Ashley said just a few minutes after we talked. She isn't lying. I can see the end of the forest in the distance. I have to contain my desire to scream with joy at that moment. There must have been two other humans close here, your friends. Go with them and return home. I hope that no one else comes tonight. So I'm kind of confused. Something happened. Our friends got somehow transported out of the forest, and then we were stuck there? Ashley said, giving me a subtle farewell, but strangely she does not let go of my hand. She looks deep into my eyes. Amazed, I notice the gentleness that reflects on them. Can you make me a promise? She suddenly said with an honest voice. It was no joke. What is it? I asked full of curiosity. I don't know what I can do for a witch, but helping me to escape, I think she deserves me to hear her request. End this legend. She then murmured with an air of sadness. I couldn't understand why she asked for something like this. I want you to help me to keep people away. Legend only attracts more people, as in your case. I need to kill it, replacing the supernatural danger with a human danger. Human danger? So you want me to scare them with ordinary dangers like thieves or ferocious animals? On second thought, there is logic in what you asked. If you remove the element of magic and only leave the danger, then exploring the forest is not worth the risk. Ashley nods and then looks into my eyes, blushing. Aww. She seems kinda cute. Yes, exactly. She says, pleased. Okay, I'll do it. You can rely on me. I respond with determination. I wanted her to know how serious I was, that it was not a promise I would forget as soon as I got out of the forest. Thank you. Then she closes her eyes momentarily and inflates her chest with pride. You aren't as stupid as I thought. I should have expected something like that. Hey, I told you not to talk ill of someone when they're in front of you. I complained angrily. This girl, well, a little bit of both, simply will never change. After seeing my reaction, Ashley could not help but laugh. I'm sorry. That was an awful laugh. It's the first time I've seen her so happy. This made me blush. Ashley looked unexpectedly adorable at the moment. My heart was nervously beating as if I was with a normal girl. Suddenly she stares at me and Get so close her face is less than an inch from mine. Again, she demonstrates not knowing what personal space is. But this time, I don't know whether to be angry or thankful. Having her so close, a beautiful girl, makes me very nervous. This is the farewell. She suddenly said. Oh, that's the girl saying that. She then brings her lips to my cheek and gives me a tender kiss. Aww. That's cute. Everything becomes white at that moment. Everything loses its color. Everything is gone. Everything. 3:18 a.m. Lots of dots. I'm outside of the forest. I have no idea how I made it here, but this is no illusion. I am bewildered, as if I had been sleepwalking. Axel! Axel! Suddenly, I hear someone calling my name, but it's not any strange voice. It's the voice of my friends who are looking for me. Hey, over here! I shout without hesitation, with a bit of clumsiness because of my confusion. Soon they found me and patiently run towards me. Where were you? The warrior was killing us. Stephen said with a face that I don't remember having ever seen before. Before answering, I rubbed my forehead. Within the forest, I couldn't find the exit. Alfred was about to say something, but before that I interrupted him. Anyways, it doesn't matter, I was just lost. The important thing is that we're all safe. Yeah, you're right. Hey, don't you feel like we forgetting something? Alfred murmurs at the same time. He lowers his sight, pensive. Suddenly, a blurry image appears in my mind. It was wide and bright, but I can't remember more. However, that weak memory awakes a strange feeling of nostalgia in me. As if I had lost something, but what else could it be? Anyways, we should go home. This has been gone too far for a test of courage. I said with no intention of spending one more minute in the forest. They both agree with me. Nothing else to say, we can only return home. I see, so Axel forgets about what happened here. Wow, By the way, guys, we should write on that page not to go into the forest. Forget about the witches. Someone might get lost here, as it happened to me. It's a miracle I came out alive with that beast looking around. Before knowing, my lips move. Why did I say that? I have no idea, but something inside me inspired me to do so. To be honest, I have no memory of the beast I speak of. All I remember is that it had red eyes and white fur, but nothing more. Then I remember something. I think it was a promise I made. Wait, to whom had I made that promise? I think about it for a moment in silence, but in the end I can't remember a thing. No matter. All I know is that I got out and I'll never come back here again. Finn. So, the cat was nice, apparently, even though it was mean. Okay, so what was that ending called? That was called Forgotten Adventure. I see, because we forgot the adventure we had. That's fair. I don't want to get that ending where I have to kill the cat. The cat girl is so nice. That seems like a mean ending, but I think if we want to get the endings, we gotta get all 7 for completion's sake, so that'll be fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm sorry if my vernacular offended you. No. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.